don't have a crowd when I step out of the shower, but since you're here, I'm gonna take this off and then I'll let you in on the secret. Okay. I'm looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty confident makeupless. Pretty good. Brushed hair, a little bit more, you know, modest looking. We've got the monochromatic look going. Hair brushed, middle part, basic. I'm ready to let you in, okay? Now I'm gonna take my wide tooth comb and I'm gonna keep brushing my hair so it's healthy. Because today, I don't know why I keep talking about hair, because I'm not the hair expert, but today I'm gonna talk about hair health. But actually, it's not hair health, it's skin health. All right, so let me tell you what is going on here. In 2019, I started to get some little teeny tiny skin colored bumps on my face. I was like, is it what I'm eating? Do I need to eat less eggs, less cheese, more cheese, different birth control, back to the same birth control? I was like all over the place as far as like, what is it that I'm taking into my body that is messing with my face? Because I've never had this many issues with my skin. Like, I felt pretty good makeupless. I'm makeupless right now, you know, like I felt pretty good. And I was like, what could it possibly be? Why is my skin having all these skin colored bumps? I don't even know what these teeny tiny things are. Like, what is this? So finally, after trying my own little things, I was like, I don't think this is out of my hands at this point. Like, I've never seen a dermatologist in my life, and so I finally decided I'm gonna go see a dermatologist because I wasn't gonna figure it out. Like, I had no idea. So I find somebody that's covered through my insurance, a dermatologist, to go see that also is near where I live. And so I went to that dermatologist and had the worst experience ever. I mean, I felt like I was in Uptown in Dallas, Texas. Like, it was such a pretentious experience. And it went something like this. All right, what are you here for? Well, I have these little teeny tiny bumps all over my face, and I tried to remove so many different things from my diet, and like, I don't know what it is. I even changed my birth control. Like, I thought, you know, maybe this new birth control that I was taking was causing my skin issues, and I have no idea. How often do you wash your hair? Well, my hairstylist says to not really wash it all that often because I dye my hair and I want to keep the longevity of the color. So I wash it maybe once a week now. Yeah, you have this thing called Pityrosporum folliculitis. I'm going to prescribe ketoconazole, and you have some redness, so I'm going to prescribe some azelaic acid for you. Yeah, sounds good. You're going to leave the ketoconazole shampoo on your face for 10 minutes. I'll write all this down. And then you're going to put that azelaic acid cream on your face twice a day. Okay, see ya. Oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. I will do that. That sounds good. I have no idea what this lady just told me, so I'm gonna Google it. Pityrosporum folliculitis. I spelled it wrong. Pityrosporum folliculitis is a condition where the yeast Pityrosporum gets down into the hair follicles and multiplies. Setting up an itchy, acne-like eruption. Pityrosporum folliculitis sometimes turns out to be the reason a case of acne isn't getting better after being on antibiotics for months. So, as I read more after doing my Google search, I found out that this is also called fungal acne. You're probably here because you have dealt with teeny tiny skin colored bumps on your skin and you were told you have fungal acne, or you figured out maybe you have fungal acne, or you really just enjoy this video and now you should prevent yourself from getting fungal acne. And I'm going to tell you my journey because the dermatologist stuff did not work right away. It may have worked a little bit, but it didn't work all the way. That dermatologist where, I had kind of a very impersonable encounter with, like she just wasn't very friendly in my opinion. She did point me in the right direction as far as what I was actually seeing on my face and what was happening. A couple tips is that this is coming from your head, so if you can wash your pillow sheet, that's going to help wonders. So washing your hair more frequently cleans your scalp, and so you are not going to have this yeast that'll grow and go down to your face. These are preventative measures from ever getting something like this started. If you have it, doing those things are going to be very helpful in getting rid of it as well. Now, the things that she prescribed for me, she prescribed the azelaic acid, I think because I have some redness on my skin. So this is not necessarily for Pityrosporum folliculitis, but the cool thing about azelaic acid is that it also has some sort of anti-aging effects. So she had prescribed this to me, but you can also get it from The Ordinary at Ulta. They've got some azelaic acid, just like cream that you can put on your face. Okay, so she also prescribed a shampoo, and it's called ketoconazole shampoo. And it was about 2% ketoconazole, if I'm remembering correctly. That is the highest percentage. Well, you can get a lower percent of a shampoo that has this active ingredient off the counter, over the counter. But to get it a higher dosage or percentage of that ketoconazole, you have to get it prescribed. So that's why she prescribed it to me. We were trying to really attack, the situation. So I used that shampoo on my face. I think I got through about 3 different bottles until I was out of my prescription and didn't want to go back to see my dermatologist and get another prescription. I didn't want to pay for another visit because insurance does not pay for that visit. And then I just didn't want to see her again. So I was like, okay, well, I looked some YouTube videos up like this one. Sure enough, there were some other girls that had gone through the same thing as I had. I don't think there were any recommendations on hair washing, but that's the big one that all of us are told from our hairstylist to not wash your hair so often so you can keep this longevity of the color and keep your hair healthy and thicker. I'm telling you, do it every other day. But anyways, I looked stuff up on YouTube to see these other girls that had the same issues, and they actually recommended using a shampoo called Nizoral. And the Nizoral shampoo has 1%. Let's see if I can show it. I don't think it's showing up, but they have 1% ketoconazole. Oh, that just says anti-dandruff. Ketoconazole 1%. This is an anti-dandruff shampoo, and so was the shampoo that my dermatologist had prescribed as well, the ketoconazole shampoo that had 2% in it. So both are anti-dandruff shampoos. I think dandruff is caused by that yeast as well, so it's a similar issue. It just gets transferred to your face from traveling down your hair and onto your pillowcase and then on your face. So this Nizoral shampoo I was putting on for about the same amount of time as the shampoo, the ketoconazole shampoo that was prescribed. I was still using the azelaic acid, and really ever since day 1 when I was using this shampoo, my eyes would burn, they would tear up. And after a while, it was too much. And I was like, you should not be tearing up from this. So I was like, I need to find another way. I actually, this is not sponsored, moved over to Curology. The cool thing about Curology is I didn't have to deal with a dermatologist in person experience. I feel like they can be pretentious, but not to say all dermatologists are that way. At the very least, Curology is really cool because I got to tell them my problem online and say, hey, I already know this is an issue. Can you make a cream that's gonna fix that problem? And they did. They actually came out with a cream that had pyrithione zinc in it, and that's supposed to be an active ingredient similar to ketoconazole that's just supposed to get rid of that acne and kill that acne or whatever it is. So that's what they did. They started out by doing that. Over time, as my skin kind of got better, but not great, they changed my formula. That's just how they work. They just change your formula over time to try and defeat the different things going on with your skin. But they always only put 3 different ingredients in it. So they pulled out at some point the ingredient pyrithione zinc, which is the part that's supposed to get rid of that acne. And they told me, we're gonna do 3 different ingredients. They included the azelaic acid, so I didn't need to use that prescription one anymore. And they put some other stuff. And I'm not really sure why they did that, but they did say that I could go ahead and treat the Pityrosporum folliculitis, or the fungal acne, with a free and clear shampoo. So a different anti-dandruff shampoo that was not going to be so irritating and make my eyes tear up and my skin burn. And this has an active ingredient of pyrithione zinc 2%. So basically they were like, just supplement that, you know, which we've taken out of this now by using the shampoo. And then we'll give you like a different ingredients, as we only do 3 ingredients in here for something else. I don't remember what was going on with my skin at that point. I don't really think that was the direction to go. I'm glad they suggested this to me. I have still been using this free and clear shampoo. I would suggest to anybody having this issue, go straight to this. Skip the Nizoral shampoo. You can get this on Amazon. I think the last time I purchased this, I got a 2-pack, but it is a lot more gentle on your skin and your eyes. Like, don't burn from it. And I don't know, in my opinion, this is definitely the way to go. Now, another thing to talk about is there are other things that can irritate this type of an acne. So there are makeups that can inflame your skin more. So you want to be careful from here on out, or from there on out, if you ever have this situation occur, that you're not using irritating products on your face. So my skincare is extremely simple at this point. The face wash that I use is that it's a Neutrogena face wash, and it's just a really like clean, it's fragrance free face wash. And then I also only use this at night for about 5 to 10 minutes. I put it on my face, brush my teeth, kind of get ready for the evening, and rinse it off. The other thing other than this that I use on my face is CeraVe moisturizer. That's it. It's this and CeraVe moisturizer. And if I have to take makeup off, I use my reusable towel to remove the makeup. And then I also use that Neutrogena cleanser as well to remove makeup fully. So I try not to use any irritating products. I have ventured into foundations that aren't necessarily clean for my fungal acne, but this has just been slowly over time. So there are websites that have, it's almost like a Google search, but for fungal acne, that allows you to put in the ingredients for this type, or from a product, to see if it's going to irritate that type of acne. What I'm showing you here is I went to Ulta.com, I pulled up my CeraVe moisturizing lotion that I use. I go down to ingredients and then copy all of the ingredients, take it to folliculitisscout.com after I've copied the ingredients, and then I paste it into that search engine that I showed you on the last screen. So here it is. Here's the search engine. And then they have a database that tells you which one of these ingredients are going to inflame or irritate your fungal acne. So here I'm just scrolling down. There are 4 acne triggers in this particular product, but they are fairly mild on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as how irritating they will be. And you can scroll through and see which of the ingredients in the product are actually irritating the fungal acne and just how irritating they're going to be. So as for the final result of everything, and I know my nose is super red, this is always, my cheeks are not as bad, the bumps are not as frequent, here too, and my forehead is also pretty clear. The bumps were pretty frequent on my forehead as well, and it just is kind of a matter of how good I am on making sure that I'm using that shampoo every night, making sure, you know, I'm just washing every other day, and that's going to really reflect on my skin, otherwise it'll get irritated. This process did take me like a year and a half, so that's why I want to speed it up for other people and just let you know of all the products that are out there. I do really hope that that was helpful for you today. I'm not a dermatologist myself. I'm not an expert. I will say I'm going to leave a YouTube down below for one of my favorite dermatologists here on YouTube, Dr. Dray on Instagram. And I think that she goes by like Drazy Dray or something on YouTube. She's really cool. And she seems like a really nice dermatologist. She has a video on fungal acne, and she's always very descriptive. She gives you the science behind things and a dermatologist's point of view. My point of view is just my journey and how I came to finding the right products for me, and maybe they'll help you and it'll speed your process up. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back next time for another video. Thanks.